Hi, I'm Roger. I'm a regular guy with a hotline to spirit, and the Archangels want me to talk about emotional states and where we rest at and how that plays out.
Gande ho, gai he hayon daya ho, gai daya ho. Ha.
So the Archangels said to me, to share with you, never rest at sadness, pain, or anger, but reach as high as you can to change where you are at. For it is from there you wish to draw all information, guidance, interactions, and occurrences from. I'm going to say that again. Never rest in sadness, pain, or anger, but reach as high as you can to change where you are at. For it is from there you shall draw, you wish to draw all guidance, information, interactions, and occurrences. Hugely important. They even say, they shared with me, desire to feel and experience move up to a different state of being and action. And it was interesting because then they added this cautionary statement, and that is, but no action of good can come from being camped out down there. No action of good can come camped out down there at a low vibrational state, emotional state. So I thought that was hugely helpful. Why? Because I'll have people come in, or we have people in our lives that seem to be pretty hell-bent on staying in a state, and they don't want to change. And if they don't want to change, that is their prerogative. I mean, the law of allowance is allow people to have their experience while you go have your own, right? So, and them hanging out in that state, that bandwidth of vibration, that emotional state, they're learning something. So let them learn. But there's another part of it, the Archangels say, is, there's a different experience waiting for us, waiting for you, waiting for me at a higher level of vibration or emotional state. And that's why they say never rest in sadness, in pain, or anger, but move up to bring yourself to a different place where everything at that level can be experienced. So I was out and about, and I found myself interacting with this person, and she seemed upset, and I said, "What's the matter?" And she says, "Well, my boyfriend just broke up with me, and I want to stab him a bunch of times and burn his house down." And I was like, "Whoa." And she wanted me to help her. And I had to say to her, I can't help you unless you're done with anger. Because she's camped out at that vibration. She's camped out at that emotion. That's why the angelic realm says right up front, never rest in sadness, pain, or anger, but reach as high as you can to change where you are at. And she was not having it. She wanted to stay there, and she started to enumerate how many times she wanted to stab him. I said, take a moment. I said, because for me to help you, you have to be willing to give up anger. You have to be willing to give up being right. You might be right, but how is that serving you? And how are you right if someone breaks up with you and they don't want to be with you? And it could be any configuration of reasons, but she was camped out in anger. And again, the angelic realm says, but no action of good can come camped out down there. So she said, okay, I don't want to be angry anymore. And then we're able to do stuff. Movement happens. So if you want to change your experiences, you have to change your vibration, because if you keep experiencing the same thing, well, it's not all bad. You're also there to learn many things in those experiences. Otherwise, you wouldn't have called them forth in the first place. Let's not forget that. But there's also, if you want to change them, you really feel, okay, here we go again. I really want to change this. It's not changing the external, it's changing the internal, what you are actually feeling and vibrating about you. I remember once I was going to something, and I'm sure you've had this experience, keep having the same experience, things are just kind of clashing, and you want it to change. And the more you focus on it clashing or it not going the way you want, we get angry or we start feeling heated. And I remember I said, "What are you doing, Roger? You're pissed off." And I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And I was like, "I don't want to be ticked. I don't want to be pissed off. I just don't want to be in that state. I'm not thinking, oh, it's spiritually unsound or anything like that. I just don't want to be in that state. There's no good can come from it. And it doesn't feel good." So I sat myself down and I meditated. I started to meditate. I didn't have like everything set up, all my little accoutrement for meditating. I was just in a public place. No one knew I was meditating, and I started to meditate and change my state. I'm just sitting there meditating. I think even my eyes were open. And pretty soon I had no charge at all. And then when I went in to that place where I was headed, where I had those not so lovey, fluffy, fuzzy feelings, everything went smoothly. Incredibly so. So everything happens from us. So I was no longer animating that progression of movement, of experiences, of occurrences by changing my state. Remember, but reach as high as you can to change where you are at. Huge. And what is in motion. For it is from there you wish to draw all information, all guidance, all interactions, and all occurrences that come. Thank you. If you like this video, please like it, thumbs up, subscribe, and also hit the bell so you can know when the next time I release a video. And I finish with this. When we inhabit love, the world changes. So go out and love someone, love anybody. It will make a difference. You will make a difference. It always does. Yes, we can. Much love.